Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I want to have some fun in Star Wars Battlefront, and so I ran around only killing my enemies by punching them in the face with my gun. I first tried this out on a wide variety of maps, and I wasn't having a whole lot of success with it. I mean, this was what the challenge was all about. Like, I assumed that this was going to be difficult, and at least for the first couple of hours, that was the case. I was able to get a couple of kills here and there, but because the melee weapon, or the melee takedown, isn't really reliable, and we'll get to that here in a second. On most maps, it's not very effective just to, well, melee only. Who would have thought? Then I thought to myself, what are you doing? Play on Endor, Walker Assault or Supremacy, get on the Rebel side, and you are going to be a phantom in the night. No one's going to be able to find you. As soon as I made that transition, it was a night and day difference. I went on like a 5, 6, 7 kill streak at one time, just mowing people down, or not really mowing, more like punching people down. It was glorious, and it all came down to the simple fact that I think the Rebels have just a massive advantage when they are playing on Walker Assault and Supremacy because they have that sneaky camo and just the simple layout of the map. One thing that was very annoying about this challenge, though, was that the melee takedown was very inconsistent. When I initially got into this, I assumed that it was going to be a 2-punch to the face, so if your enemy was facing you directly, it would require 2 punches to drop them from 100% to 0, and if you were able to sneak around behind, then it was going to be like pretty much every other video game out there, where you would be able to one-shot them with the melee. That doesn't seem to be the case. For like the first hour, I don't know if this is just random or not. I don't even know if the system is random. That's how ridiculous it is. But for the first hour, I was one-shotting people when they were facing me, and I was two-shotting them when they were behind me. And so for the first couple of matches, my strategy revolved around following someone, and usually at the last second, getting directly in front of them and punching them right in the face to get that one-shot kill. I don't know exactly if this was what DICE was intending. When I normally think about a melee system, or what developers try to avoid, is panic knifing. I mean, this has been a thing in first-person shooters forever, and a lot of developers have strayed away from the panic knife, giving you that one-shot capability, in favor of more of a humiliating death, or a one-shot if you're able to flank around and catch your enemy by surprise. The weird thing about Star Wars Battlefront is that for the first hour, it seemed like it was completely contradictory to that theory, but then after that, it was just completely random. There were moments where I would come across someone from behind, punch them once, and they would die. There were other times where it would two-shot. There were other moments when I would hit them from the side, and that was the only way to drop them from 100% health. There were other times where I would face them directly, and that was the only way to drop them with that one shot. It seemed completely random. I have no idea what is behind this mechanic to be able to secure the one-shot kill in Star Wars Battlefront. I am completely confused. I have spent hours with this challenge, and I still have no idea how it functions. And so if you guys have any inclination of what I'm doing wrong or what the mechanism is to be able to secure that one-shot, let me know down below, because I am completely baffled at this point. The gadgets that I was using to assist me during this challenge mainly revolved around the jump pack, the personal bubble shield, and the scan pulse. The jump pack should be pretty self-explanatory because honestly it's probably the best gadget in Star Wars Battlefront because of its versatility. It can be used offensively to close the gap, defensively to run away if a lot of enemies round the corner and you're unprepared. It can be used to scale objects, like it's just amazing, and so that was a given. The other two star cards though were more of a toss-up. I think I mainly preferred the personal bubble shield because it was more of a brute force way of tackling the challenge. I mean, there were times where there was a lot of enemies nearby. I knew there was a lot of enemies, and the only way that I was able to secure a kill was because I had the bubble shield. I'd pop that on in. Most people, when they see you charging at you, don't really know how to react, and so I could get too quick or one slam into their face and be able to secure the kill and then kind of run away and then rinse and repeat. The scan pulse was more of a finesse way of taking them out. Yes, I could not just simply pop the bubble shield every time I took damage or when I was in trouble, but because I knew exactly where all the enemies were located in my vicinity, I didn't really need that. Like, I knew when I should pop my head out, I knew where the enemies were going to be running, and so I could ghost around and catch them by surprise. As a silent melee assassin, the scan pulse was probably the better way of handling it. I could ghost people all day long, and they would have no idea where I was, and it was amazing. I could tell that people were getting a little jittery by the end of the round because there were moments where they would just kind of stop, look around frantically, and then go on their way. It was hilarious, and it was because of this silent assassin playstyle. But overall, even though the melee takedown is very inconsistent, I had a lot of fun with this challenge. For the first couple of matches, it was frustrating because I could not make it work on any of the other maps, but as soon as I transitioned on over into Endor, I had a blast. And so if you would like to try this out, I highly recommend it. Make sure you are using the scout trait because you're going to want to stay off the minimap. You do not want anyone to know where you're located. Try out the couple of gadgets that I recommended and just enjoy yourself. It's fun, exciting, it's a fun way of playing Star Wars Battlefront, and I highly recommend it. But yeah, guys, that is about it for today's challenge. I hope you enjoyed. As always, if you have a setup that you would like me to try next, let me know down below. This is a video series that is based off of your recommendations, and so if there is a gadget that you would like me to use exclusively, or a loadout that you think that would be fun, let me know down below in the comments. But yep, until tomorrow, have a good one, and take it easy.